Space Loop YouTube. Space Loop YouTube. We're on YouTube. That's right, baby. The big jump to a much bigger, broader audience. All, again, helped by subscribers out there. We have a really, really good show this week. But before we get to the show, we want to punch something that's very important to us and important to you guys. It's the Star Citizen cards. Before we get started, I want to remember, citizens, that today is the last day to get your personalized details in on your citizen cards. Thanks to overwhelming support, you can now get bronze and silver in metal as well. So go to your account pages and start clicking. This ends at midnight tonight, Pacific Standard Time. Another note, if you have already sent in an email, this is real important, guys. If you've sent in an email already, you'll be covered. So don't send a bunch of emails. We're swamped right now, but we're keeping track of them. And so we're keeping the time that they were sent. So as long as you get your right now, as long as you get your email in before Pacific Standard Time, you're fine. You're good to go. So just make sure that you don't duplicate email because we've got a lot to get to, but you're covered. Trust us. So we're going to just get right to the show, right? We have the week in review. We have forum feedback. Again, some very, very creative stuff you guys have done. I love the fact that you're creative out there. And guess what? I'm going to take you on a tour of the office. It's amazing. We got the Wingman's nose cam. That's right. We've been promising it. Strafing. Only with video. We have wide world news, tidbits from the real world at large, with some breaking news about a meteorite in Russia. And also we interviewed today with Forrest Stephan, the man with 2 first names, who's our technical environmental artist, who's incredibly, incredibly talented, as everybody is here. So let's get right to it, right? The week in review. Man, it's been a very, very big week this week. We had massive interviews or massive meetings on the Hangar app, well, Hangar module. We like module more than app because app kind of sounds like it's going on the handheld devices, and it's really, this is for you guys. We've undergone the full feature design, what we'd like to see in the app now, or the Hangar. There I said app again, a module. But not everything will be there in day one. It'll be a process. So bear with us. The Hangar module's coming. It's going to be really cool. We got a lot of stuff to talk about later in future episodes. We'll get a little more. We'll give you some views of it and stuff like that, what we're doing. Interviews continued this week for our physics program. We interviewed, well, I think we're down to like 2 or 3. We're trying to decide. We may just hire them both because, you know, you guys have been amazing and we're still raising the funds. So the more programming, the better the game gets. We also have been interviewing for our design positions. We've got a couple design positions. We've got a senior design position and a junior level design position going. So we'll add them to the design team that is Rob, Pete, Ben, you know, myself, Chris Roberts. Who else did I think everybody else? I think that's pretty much it right now. Oh, Dave Haddock doing the story. So we're design team's getting built. And this week, meetings. Meetings. Did I mention we have meetings? Lots and lots of stand-up meetings in this very room here. A lot of this is happening. We're really ramping up. It feels like the game's progressing really well, and I can't wait to show you some of the stuff we're up to. So let's get right to it, all right? Forum feedback. First question of the day comes from SMU Hurst. He says, what are you guys planning to do with all the extra money pouring in the last days? Any new planets, spaceports, or ships? Well, dude, no, we're buying margaritas. I mean, we're all partying. We got, you know, just nothing but pizzas and beer coming over. Of course there's going to be new stuff. Come on, man. More money means more game. We'll put more, bigger, more stuff we do. The more we get, the more you guys get of the end product. But it also means that we have to raise less from investors. So we get to keep more control of the product and more control of the game, which is very, very good too, because we all know what it's like when you have to lose a little control of the product. You end up with, you know, can't offend anyone style games. And we want to be an edgy game. That's what we all deserve. Okay, the next question is from All Gamer.
Is there any plan to incorporate the letter of marque for legit privateering, aka licensed pirates, in Star Citizen, just as there are licensed bounty hunters killers in UEE space?
Wow, that's cool, dude. Nice work. Yeah, of course it's possible. Privateers are usually something a government creates in response to a particular crisis. And in our living universe, you can bet the UEE will be facing a variety of upheavals in the future. And as well as ones like, hey man, you want to create a letter of marque for bounty hunter on somebody else? Why not? So yes, the next question we're going to have. Raider Football 11 says, when will the Star Citizen team be releasing information about the other races in the universe besides the Zayan? Well, I got to tell you this. You're going to be learning a lot about the Van Duel very, very soon. So watch the comm links. A lot of stuff coming up about them. We'll be introducing and releasing stuff about the races as we go. So pay attention, folks. It's coming soon. All right, from Dr. Hawk.
Hello, Eric. Dr. Hawk here with a question. How is range going to be handled in Star Citizen? Having a minimum and maximum range in any space game has always been slightly goofy, as the round, when fired, shall continue in the direction it was fired until affected by another object or it hits something. How does Star Citizen plan to deal with projectiles?
Wow, good job, Dr. Hawk. And by the way, for those of you who don't know, Dr. Hawk hosts a radio podcast for Star Citizens. It's a good kind of review of what went on. Really, really good. Highly recommend it. To answer your question, it's probably going to be handled a lot like it is in other games where you can't have, I know the projectiles and stuff go on forever and ever in the universe until they hit something. However, the engine has to calculate and keep track of all that stuff. So could you imagine a battle of 100 ships with like all projectile weapons and they all miss their target, or like you shoot 1,000 rounds, so now you've got 100 people shooting 1,000 rounds. It just gets to be a mess and it chug the engine. So if it misses and it goes off a little ways, it's just going to disappear, just like regular stuff. Maybe the energy weapons fade away. That's just the way it is. May not be accurate in the real world or in the universe, but it is how it is in the constraints we have to do in the game engine. So now, Koros sent.
Will I be able to invite other players into my hangar module, if you know what I mean? Wink, wink.
Yeah, of course you're going to have other people in the hangar, but Koros, no blow-up dollies. You know what I'm talking about. I'm looking at you. You looking at me? You looking at me? I'm looking at you, Koros. No blow-up dollies. And you guys that saw last week's episode know exactly what I'm talking about. And from Rebuck.
When will there be an update to the ship's document?
It doesn't have to be as detailed as what's in the jump point.
But the current document is quite outdated and doesn't reflect the latest information.
And by the way, are you wearing any pants behind that desk?
Yeah, I love the fact that you guys are getting more and more creative. That's fantastic. An update on the ship's document. We're working on the Galactopedia, and the idea here is that we're going to be updating the website. And when the website's updated, a lot of that stuff will come to you. We'll have more next week with our guest, Zane Bien. He's going to kind of explain where we're at with the website. We're doing a total redesign. So when that happens, we'll get more to you. As far as me wearing pants, of course not. Pants. Yeah, I'm wearing pants. All right, and this, of course, from our most creative, probably, video guy out there in the universe, although everybody's doing some cool stuff. Legante, take it away.
Hey, Wingman, this is Legante. I'm going to have to make this quick. They're a lot more aggressive than they usually are at this time of night. I understand that the ship customization is supposed to be paramount, but my question is, what type of customization are we looking for in our weapons and armor, such things such as that, such as boarding and party activity? What kind of options do we have for actual first-person combat? Look out, they're signing out.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible. I love that stuff. So many types of customizations. Bling on the uniform, helmet upgrades, armor upgrades, things that will matter. In the Death of a Spaceman, Chris talks about, you're getting ejected out of your cockpit. So there's a lot of things that will stop the damage to you as you get ejected, that will protect you. So those are all things you're going to have, like in spacesuits, armor, things like that. And by the way, it's his birthday today. So Legante, Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, buddy. Keep those videos coming. Those are fantastic. All yours are fantastic. And if you have sent a video in and we haven't got to it yet, we are chronicling them, keeping track of them. So a lot of the questions we can't answer yet because we're still in the design process. When we get to them, we'll be bringing those out of the vault and answering those questions. Keep sending them in, though. Those are great. The making of the game, we're doing it together. It's all about the community, and you guys are every bit as much a part of this as we are. It's absolutely fantastic. So, we're going to introduce a new thing today. A new, totally new thing. Yeah, no, not nude thing. Come on, get your head out of the gutter, citizens. We're talking about a new thing. It's the Wingman's nose cam. We talked about this, and here it is. It's making its debut. The Wingman's nose cam, complete with racing stripes. This bad boy, we're going to take you on a tour of the office. We're going to let you see what goes on. It goes up here on the old noggin, right? We're going to turn on the light. We got to get the light going here so we can see what we're looking at. There we go. There, Wingman's light's on. So we're going to take you on a tour of the office to see what people are up to, what's going on, and enjoy the nose cam. We're going to go strafen some of the people, get some pile up the body count. So, without further ado, to the office. Let's take a look at the office. You guys haven't seen it in a while. Come on out. This is where Adam is. There's the markerator. What's up, Mark? What's going on?
Come on, man.
You do what, Mark? What do you do around here? Oh, don't show anything cool. Oh, covering up the wiener, of course. Coming out. Our CTO would be sitting there. There's Tom Oliphant. What's up, Tom?
Just programming.
What's up, Brendan?
Howdy.
How you doing, folks? Tom Sawyer's over there, usually. There's the big bear. What's the bear's name?
I'm unsure at this point. He hasn't told me.
He hasn't told you. Well, there you go. There's Pete and Ben. What's up, guys? What's going on down there? All right, let's go straight from into the art pit. Here we go. Kyle sits there. Chris sits there. There's Elijah working on some early concept stuff. What's up, Elijah? There's Zane doing the website stuff. Got some cool stuff. Hey, Zaner. There's Brian, chief animator, lead animator. What's going on? Let's go on out here. Ooh, there's Forrest. We're going to see him in a little bit.
How we doing?
What's going on, Forrest? Oh, wait, let's take a look over here and see Rob Irving. What's up, Rob? Hard at work at documentation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I like that. So, Forrest, what are you going to show us today?
How about we take a look at the first playable environment?
The first playable environment. Let's have a look. Oh. I don't know what happened there, but we'll get this thing worked out. I mean, we sort of lost the camera. I tried to right. We got the Forrest. I tried to fix it. It just didn't work. So we'll banged it around a little bit. It seemed to just fritz out. So we'll get back to you guys. We'll do more of the nose cam coming up in future episodes. So let's get to it. Let's get to the wide world news. A major feature of Star Citizen will be the exploration of newly discovered star systems. Of course, such grand schemes start with humble beginnings, sometimes with a simple hole in the ground. What's that? That's right, it's a hole in the ground. A hole created over 346 million kilometers from your hometown. That hole was drilled in sedimentary bedrock on February 8th by the Mars Curiosity rover. Curiosity will deliver that sample to a laboratory in its belly, which will perform chemical and mineral analysis, a first for human interplanetary exploration. The panorama of Curiosity and the surrounding Martian terrain was stitched together with 66 photos and shows what appears to be an area once repeatedly flooded with water. That's one small step for Curiosity, one giant leap for Robotica. By the way, we have some breaking news, just came across the wire this morning. In Russia, a meteorite hit. Take a look at this. This is incredible footage. This happened early this morning. It's not been confirmed, but apparently it's part of something called 2012 DA14. Meteorites sometimes travel in bunches. This thing is going to come across the Earth and get within the orbits of the moon and some higher functioning satellites. I mean, look at this footage. Isn't this incredible? 500 people were allegedly injured, but maybe some glass flying out of buildings and stuff like that. Just just phenomenal. We really hope that everybody in Russia is safe. All of our pull back. Let's kill that part, Mike. So we really hope that everybody in Russia is safe. Everybody that might be affected by this. All the Star Citizens out there. We hope you're okay. That's some amazing stuff. I mean, the universe is pretty brutal, and we're going to make sure that's brutal in our game as well. So after that, we've got to get right back to it for the weekly weather wizard. Meanwhile, back in the universe, Pete Mackey is on the command deck. Peter, how's the weather there?
Nebula's a little bit gassy today, Eric. Back to you.
We seem to be having a few technical difficulties today. Today's Wingman's Hangar interview guest gets his hands dirty building ships for Star Citizen. Forrest Stephan talks with Sandy Gardner about the challenges of touching just about every object in our universe.
Hi there, I'm here with Forrest Stephan. He's our technical artist. Hey Forrest, what is technical artist? Tell us about what you do.
Well, originally started as a 3D modeler on the project, and then it basically led into everything else. So you got your particles and your shaders and optimizing and working on extremely complicated models.
How did you come to Chris? It was through Mark Day.
Through Mark Day. He was my old producer on the last project I worked on. And our company got shut down, and then Mark called me up and said Chris Roberts was working on a new project. Would you like to join kind of the pre-team? And I said, absolutely.
So how long have you been working in the games industry?
Well, I actually, not that long. My background is in architecture, and then that led into working on game engines. So I've only been working in games for about 6-7 years.
Forrest Stephan, our technical artist.
Thanks.
And look at that, magically, Forrest is here. Slide in a little bit, Forrest. Get your butt in here. Ooh. So Forrest Stephan is right here with us, man. How you doing?
Excellent.
How you doing?
Excellent.
All right, all right.
So
what's
this
up?
is the famous Wingman's Hangar.
It is. I think it's more infamous than famous. I don't know if it's famous, but it's infamous.
Pretty nice, but I think we could do a little bit better.
Do a little bit better?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What's going on?
I made you a little something.
A little something for the winger? I can't wait. I'm giddy. What could it be? I love presents. Absolutely love them. Wow, check this out. This is live, folks. You don't get this anywhere else. This is just happening as we speak. Wow, it's so pretty. It's like a Christmas tree. We're coming a little farther over. Wow, dude, that is awesome. Have a seat. Let's take a look. That is really cool. So what do we got there? What is it?
Well, so I thought on the carrier you should have, your very own room.
My own room? On a carrier?
On a carrier.
Are you serious?
So,
dude, that's fantastic.
We ready?
Is it? Whoa!
Whoa!
Take a look at that. Is awesome.
Isn't it?
We got the planet back over there. I think I see my house if I actually, and what's this back there? What is that? What is it? Did you put the sign in there?
Well, of course, it's not the Wingman's Hangar without the sign in there.
It is not the Wingman's Hangar without the sign. Pleasure, one of our fans did that for us.
Really?
That's really cool. So is that
sign.
sign physical or is that actually in
That's
the
3D. That's all in the game.
Really?
It's all in the game right there. Yeah.
So will this be in the game then?
It could be an Easter egg. Who knows?
I think it should be an Easter egg. That's fantastic.
I'm not
we might have to widen the doorways a bit to get me through, but other than that, we'll be okay.
I'll make them extra wide.
Yeah.
We'll do a double door.
The double.
We have double doors.
Double door. Be like, the Wingman's Hangar will be double
sure,
door entrance. Like maybe just have a little cutout on the edge.
Yeah. We can do that.
All right, so we got a few questions. Some from the fans, some from the audience, and some from just around the office here. It says you worked on the initial funding campaign. You were early days. What were your expectations when the thing kicked off? What did you think would happen?
Honestly, I had no idea.
Right.
I knew with Chris Roberts there would be some kind of following. Mm-hmm. But I mean, like when he went live with, was it Austin GDC?
Yeah, Austin GDC, 10th of
and I
October.
remember watching, then all of a sudden, boom,
We
our
crashed.
site crashes.
In about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, we were there at like, what, 6 in the morning. I was
Just
still
like,
doing the
I'm like,
PowerPoint.
oh, my goodness.
And it was like just, you know, I was tracking. I go, oh, my God, the site's crashed. And just crashed right away.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
Just
bizarre.
gone.
You
And it was amazing.
He was up for like 36 hours before he did that, working on that.
Oh, yeah. We were still working on it at 5 in the morning,
See?
2 hours beforehand, changing the Hornet interface.
Awesome. See, now what I did, I bailed at like 2 to go catch 4 hours of kip. And then I was
Right.
back at 6 in the morning,
You knew.
still working on the PowerPoint, you know. So
I don't
he'd
think
have-
he sleeps.
No, he doesn't. sleep.
Ever.
I don't think he's.
I thought I didn't sleep.
No, he's a robot. He's clearly.
It's
He's
incredible.
He's a robot. All right. So, being the technical artist on the project, what do you do? What do you see Star Citizen do? What do you want to see it do really well?
I want to see amazing PvP dogfighting because I'm a huge
Yeah.
Star Wars Battlestar Galactica geek. So
Okay.
I'm always like I've always wanted to be able to do that, you know.
Yeah.
So and not just the networking aspect, but I want to see environments that make it fun to do, you know. So like I was working on a prototype for, you know, an asteroid where it has a full interior. Kinda like the
Absolutely.
like the episode 2 Star Wars where Boba Fett and Obi Kenobi, you know, he chases them through
Sure.
there. So I want to create these environments and nebulas that you could get lost in. You're like, oh wait,
Well,
where'd
you know,
it go?
did you ever play Descent 3D? There was
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So there was some really cool gameplay in that.
Right.
If there's some sort of way we get into asteroids inside of that and we fight,
Exactly,
dude.
Then all of a sudden you come out and then they're waiting for you. On the other
Unbelievable.
end. Or and they're big enough where you could almost like turn your lights off and kind of hide in there if you are in trouble
Sweet.
and try to sneak out.
I like it.
You know.
So I mean, and that what that does is it adds tons of different gameplay types. I mean, if gameplay, we want to kind of create the sandbox and let the fans.
Yeah,
decide
you
how
want
they
to make
play.
something that people are going to remember situations and they'll talk about it. You know.
Totally agree. So, Forrest, you've been camping out here in Austin for the last 2 months, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be based in LA when the LA
Right.
studio's up in next month or so.
Right.
So, how do you like Austin so far?
I love it.
We don't want to give you back, dude.
I love it.
Well, what do you think about it?
People are nice. The girls are amazing. I don't know what you guys put in the water here, but oh my!
It's
amazing.
vodka.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they're malleable. We make some more malleable.
Yeah, you guys got good vodka.
Yeah,
here.
you know,
definitely
yeah.
good barbecue and good vodka.
We do have good barbecue. That is true.
I know.
We should do
eating it
barbecue
every
today.
day.
I think at lunch or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm into it.
So when you play in Star Citizen, Squadron 42, what are you going to play? What are you looking forward to? I mean,
Well,
are you going to play it when it comes out?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm not going to work on this game for 2 years not to play it.
Yeah, I mean,
Right?
well, I think we'll all be playing it. I mean, and as we grow, I mean, the universe is going to be there. It's going to, you know,
Yeah.
for 5, 10, 15, whatever it takes, we're going to
Yeah.
keep adding
Well,
to it, right?
It's fun because I think, and most people that work here, we're all making a game that we want to play.
Completely right.
You know, so everyone puts a little more extra into it.
Yeah.
You know, just because we want to see it get done so we could play it. You know?
It's kind of nice not to have a publisher over your shoulder
it's
telling you
incredible.
that you can't do this because you might offend person X in some other country.
The freedom that you have. I mean, you get to make what you want to make as
Yeah.
opposed to what somebody thinks will, you know, make you a bunch of money,
Yeah,
which
like
is great.
I agree, because usually the people that are telling you what should be or shouldn't be
Yeah.
in the game are really not even gamers.
Right,
You know, they're just
right.
worried about the image of.
And we're all gamers, so
we are all gamers. That's true. So, dude, you're tatted up here. You got a lot of ink.
Yeah.
Some of those tats are green. They've got little holes in you. The green.
Oh, he's got
Really?
like in the green screen holes.
Yeah.
Can you hold it? So what's you have a favorite tat, or you have any story behind any of these, or?
Well, I got my chest tattooed by 2 guys at once.
You did.
Wait,
you had 2 dudes at once?
wait. It was a lot tougher than it sounded. Trust me.
Yeah, dude, you're doing 2 dudes at once. I mean, anyway, that's cool. Is it like the full chest? You have a full thing going?
Yeah. Well, I like this. I'm working on the right arm now, and that's the Hulk versus Wolverine type situation.
That's totally cool.
So,
Wow, that is bad.
So the whole thing is gonna be my comic.
Now, do you draw those first and show them what you want to do,
No.
or do you let the artist?
My tattoo artist John draws
awesome.
them up, and well, they're all based off of real comic covers. So
That's pretty cool. So you like comics, obviously.
Yeah.
So what's it like to have 2 first names?
It can be a bit frustrating.
I know, because when I first met you, I thought you were Forrest Stephen.
Everyone thinks, yeah, it's Stefan.
Yes, I'm aware.
No,
Put the gun away.
It's totally. They always think my first name is Stefan. My last name is Forrest.
Right. Yeah, I did too. I thought that maybe that was your email that you'd had it backwards, but
Yeah,
clearly not.
No.
And now there's no mistake in it. What it is.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. All right. So everybody, that's pretty much going to be the show this week. I want to thank Forrest, Stephan, Forrest, Stefan, for joining us today. I want to thank the weekly weather wizard Pete Mackey for taking one for the team, as always. A big thanks also to Michael Nightingale for his recent visit.
That it would be a nice time to bring some morale and welfare to the RSI and Star Citizen developers here, so I decided what better way to raise morale and welfare than bring some lovely selection of spirits. You know, it isn't the Beer 30 or the Budweiser or Miller Lite stuff. I decided to go all out and give you guys some good stuff to drink.
Man, is that not awesome? Or
I don't know about you, but that video made me thirsty.
I know, right? It's almost Beer 30 now.
Yeah, right?
Listen, one of the cool things about being here and doing this with the community is we get fans send us stuff. So today,
we love stuff.
I know we have a guy named Alexander Bujnicki sent us something from the popcorn factory. So here we are. We're going to open this live, and if there's no white powder coming out, we'll be good. So let's take a look what Alex sent us. First, I mean, I'm blown away that people send us gifts. They send us.
That's great.
I mean, it's fantastic. Have you ever been on a game that did anything?
No, this is incredible.
Wow, check it out, dude.
All right, Valentine's Day gift.
It is. It says, we're only in the best fans in the world because you guys and Sandy are the best game studio in the world. We wouldn't be here without you from your fans. Check that out. Is that not bad to the bone? Can we get that? Right. So I guess it's some popcorn. We're going to eat this here in a little bit. Fantastic. Pretty cool stuff. I don't know what to say other than thanks. I mean, so coming up this week, we've got next week's guest will be Zane Bien. He's going to give us an update on the website. We're totally reworking the entire thing. And for subscribers coming up, finishing touches are going on for the Jump Point for its release on the last Friday of this month. It's going to be huge. I want to thank you guys all for your continued support. We couldn't do this show without you. It allows us to, especially subscribers, we get to bring exclusive content. It pays for things like the show. It pays for things like Jump Point. It just makes our ability to touch out, to reach out, and virtually handshake with the community much more vibrant. So don't forget also the after show, Wingmans Hangover. The show is about 15 minutes with a chat roll where we'll go over the show, what you liked, what you didn't like. If you didn't like something, you should probably just keep that to yourself. And remember, if you want your stuff featured on Wingman's Hangover, send it in. We just might use it. Thanks. See you in the verse.